And welcome everybody to Texas Valley Sports Power 8 Football. With us today, we have the Alamo Silverbacks facing off against the Far Phantoms. The Phantoms right now leading 14-0. And there's the snap. Incomplete. Once again, the Phantoms right now leading 14-0 in the first quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We have a windy day here today. Both teams came out ready to play. The Phantoms have gotten the jump here on the Alamo Silverbacks. This is a rematch earlier in the season. This game went into overtime, and the Phantoms pulled off the victory by 7 points. And here is a handoff. And he gets plenty of yardage there. That's going to be a first down. First down for the Silverbacks. We got a little over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Once again, the Phantoms ended up taking the quick lead here, 14-0, and taking advantage of the home field advantage. The Phantoms' home now is Edinburgh Vela Stadium. For those of you out there who are interested in catching the game. And here's the next play. Another run. And that's going to bring up second down. So it is second down and about 8. Actually, second down and 9. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock for the first quarter. And here we go. Men in motion for the Silverbacks. That's going to be a wildcat play. Goes absolutely nowhere. And that's going to bring up third down here for the Alamo Silverbacks. It's looking to be third down and about 8.5. Got some really nice weather right now here in the RGV at Robert Arbella High School. And this is going to be a third down play. Third and long for the Alamo Silverbacks. And they need to score here before this game gets out of hand early. And there's a wide open wide receiver. Number 12 of the Silverbacks here. And looks like that play did move the chains. Oh, yep, first down. First down is the call. So it's not quite first and goal yet. Got about 11 yards to go to make a touchdown. It's going to be first and 10. And there's about 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Phantoms are up ahead 14-0. And there's the snap. It's going to roll out and pass. And that's going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up second down. And the clock is rolling. There's 13 seconds, 10 seconds now left on the clock. And there's the bell for the end of the first quarter. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and cut to commercial break. So we're back, and the Phantoms are leading 14-0 at the moment. And it is now the second quarter of the game. And that's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a flag. All right, it's going to be third down now for the Alamo Silverbacks. And there's a throw. Looks to be picked off here by Sam Del Castillo, number 21. Uh-oh. Looking a little chippy down there. Nonetheless, it is an interception. There might be a penalty on the call, on the play. Nope, no penalty, it looks like. It's going to be Phantoms ball. They're up 14-0. Pretty much everything has gone the Phantoms' way early in the first quarter, and beginning this second quarter as well. They start off with an interception. There's it's a run, it looks like. That's an instant first down. So the Phantoms have a first down here. There's about 13 minutes and 30 seconds left on the play clock in the second quarter. And they are up 14-0 right now, looking to strike again and make it a 21-0 lead. We'll see if they can pull that off. And that is a sweep right. Gets a couple of yards there. That's going to make it a second down. And here they come again. It's going to be second down for the Phantoms. And there's Alex Science with the throw, and that's incomplete. It's going to bring up a third down. Third and long for the Phantoms. So with 3rd and long, here comes the motion man. That is a handoff to Mike Allen, who gets a few yards there, maybe a couple of yards only. And that is going to make it a 4th down. And the Phantoms are going to go for it here. They have about a 4th and 6 to go. So 4th down and 6 for the Phantoms, who right now have a 14-point lead. We'll see if they can make it 21. The Silverbacks D-line holding up right now. And here comes the snap. Looks like somebody jumped. Phantoms feel like they got a free play here. It's going to be incomplete. And with that flag thrown out, it stops the clock briefly here till the referees make a determination. We have 10 minutes and 46 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And that's going to be a penalty against the Silverbacks. It's going to make it about a 4th and 1. Fourth and 1 for the Phantoms. It still remains 4th down. And correction here, it's 4th down. And the whistle blows here. Looks like a failure to declare. They're going to move right back to 4th and 6. Wow. So they get a penalty in their favor and then immediately get a penalty against them. And it's as if this 4th down didn't even happen. So here we go. The Phantoms are on the move. This is their 4th down attempt here. Man goes in motion. And there's a throw and catch by Elijah Reyna. Elijah Reyna, native here of Edinburgh, Texas, catches his 2nd touchdown for the day. And the Phantoms are up 21-0. So it is the 2nd quarter here with 10 minutes, 33 seconds left. And we're wondering if this game has already gotten out of hand. We will see how these Silverbacks end up responding to this situation. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are watching Texas Valley Sports Power 8 Football. We will be resuming another 8-man season starting in February. So if you have a team out there that wants to play, you don't want to miss this opportunity. February starts our arena developmental 8-man season. And as you guys know, Texas Valley Sports, through a lot of our teams, have moved up players into the arena professional level. We're talking about at least 40-plus players in the last 6 years. If you want to get recognized, if you really want to join an arena developmental league, you know, this is where it's at. And both teams are getting ready here for kickoff. There's the kickoff. It's going to be a touchback, it looks like. Silverbacks are going to get it on their 10-yard line. Now this is some Power 8 football. Once again, with Power 8, it's a 50-yard field that they play on. Game is much faster, it's more intense, and you really got to be a dog to play 8-man football. Don't let anybody tell you that 8-man is easy or it's for the weak. Most people that don't play 8-man football is because they probably can't. And that was their first down for the Alamo Silverbacks. Second down now coming up. So we all love 11-man football. For those who love 11-man football so much that they refuse to play 8-man, please join the Tufa League. The Tufa League is where it's at. It's where it's been at for many, many years. And that is the league to be in. Fumble. Silverbacks fumble the ball. And it looks like they maintain possession here. It's going to be a third down. That's a very scary moment now for the Silverbacks. Being down 21-0, way back behind their 10-yard line. It's not a good place to fumble. There's the jet sweep to Cheetah Man, which he's not going to go anywhere, it looks like. Definitely a big defensive line pressure there by the Far Phantoms. It's going to make that a fourth down. And it looks like we have a man down for an official timeout right now. And with that said, we're going to go to commercial break. And we're back. That was an official timeout taken. Looked to be an injured player. He's back up. Thank goodness. That was Marco Garcia. Marco had come off of an injury from earlier this year. We definitely hope he's recovered 100%. And here we go. It's going to look like a fourth down right now for Alamo Silverbacks, who are pinned heavily back right now. It's a dangerous moment for them. They could have opted to punt, but they do not opt to punt here. They're going to go for it with fourth and about 7 to go. So with 4th and 7, oh, this is a punt. And here come the Phantoms returning the ball. All right, it was a decent punt. Phantoms are going to get it right at about the midfield. Well, a little bit in their favor there. It's funny, the ball is punted right back to the Alamo Silverbacks. The Phantoms are ahead 21-0. And now they have possession of the ball in Alamo Silverback territory. So the Far Phantoms on first down here. There's the snap, the handoff. Great run for some good yardage. Number 20 on the Far Phantoms. So we got 7 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Phantoms are up 21-0. Silverbacks just not putting up any offense right now. And here come the Phantoms on second down. There's the throw. Intercepted. Silverbacks needed that big time. And he keeps going. That is a huge interception, much needed by the Alamo Silverbacks. And that was G Money there, Guillermo, with the interception. Guillermo coming up big for the RGV Kings, also back in the championship game. Comes up big here. Prevents them from going up 21-0. And the Silverbacks now have it in Phantoms territory. So the defense coming up big here. We see Michael Giles running off the field. Here comes the Silverbacks offense. And there's the jet sweep. It's a reverse. Does not gain much there. And, of course, this is going to be a second down now for Alamo Silverbacks. So we got 6 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. And the time is rolling right now. Once it gets to 5 minutes, at that point, everything stops the clock, from out of bounds, running out of bounds, incomplete passes, everything that normally would stop the clock in the NFL stops the clock here. There's a run up the middle. That's Trey Johnson driving it into the heart of the Far Phantoms defensive line. And it's very rare that you get any progression if you challenge the defensive line of the Far Phantoms. So I'm surprised that they ran that one. But let's see if they can maintain something like that. I mean, obviously, if it's going to work, you got to keep doing it. And now the offensive play is being called by Fidel Garcia. There's the snap. And that is a quarterback sack by number 6 there on the defense. Let's watch that replay again. Look at that quarterback sack. That's going to bring up a fourth down. Fourth down, and the clock is running. There's 4 minutes, 45 seconds left. Timeout is called by the Alamo Silverbacks. It's looking like 4th and 5 to go. So this is big. This is big because obviously they're wanting to score before the end of the half. It's very important for them to score than to allow the Phantoms to score last here. If they're looking at a chance to come back, you know, it's very, very tough. Once the Phantoms take a 14-point lead on you, it's very, very tough. The odds are slim to none when that happens. Now, it has happened before that a team has come back and actually beaten the Phantoms down 14-0, but again, a very, very rare instance. I would say your chances are 10% or less to come back after being down this much. And there's the snap. It's 4th down, and he is going to throw incomplete pass off the hands of Tim Price. It looks to be a turnover on downs. Far Phantoms end up holding strong. And now they're going to get their crack at it with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock. They are up 21-0. Again, this was an opportunity for the Alamo Silverbacks. They had a huge interception, put them in good field position, and they just were not able to capitalize on that. Right now, the Silverbacks are in big-time need of some offense. That was their problem last week, it sounds like. And, things have not changed so far this week. They're going to need some kind of an offensive boost, especially against this team here that plays very, very sound defense in the Far Phantoms. And now their offense is coming out. There's the man in motion. There's the snap. It's a screen pass. Incomplete. That's an incomplete ball. It's going to be 2nd down now. And, of course, that really ran about 1 second off the clock. So we're here at 4 minutes, 43 seconds on the clock. So here come the Far Phantoms being up 21-0. There goes the man in motion. And there's your snap. It's a handoff to Mike Allen. Mike rounding the corner. It's going to get at least 8 yards. And that's what it looks to be, about 8 yards. And, of course, he ran out of bounds. So running out of bounds causes the clock to stop. There's 4 minutes and 31 seconds left on the game clock. I'm not sure if the run was out of bounds on purpose to stop the clock, or it was just in his convenience to go out of bounds, but it definitely stopped the clock here. 4 minutes and 31 seconds left. And here come the Far Phantoms on 3rd down. There's the man in motion. There's a snap and the run again. And the defensive line of the Silverbacks just on top of that. But there looks to be a flag on the play. No flag. Not sure what the discussion is about there. So we're going to roll the clock here. And the clock is rolling with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Once again, this is 4th down, 4th and about 6. The Far Phantoms are up 21-0. There goes Elijah in motion. And Alex Science dropping back, gets sacked. Fumble. It's a sack fumble here. Great defense being played right now by the defensive line of the Alamo Silverbacks. And we just didn't catch that replay, but that was a very, very good play by the defensive line of the Alamo Silverbacks. So the Silverbacks now get control of this ball in extremely good field position. And they are down 21-0. They definitely need this score. Three minutes, 55 seconds left on the clock. And there are whistles. Looks like we're going to have a penalty here. Now, regardless of the score right now, 21-0, the Phantoms, remember, they came up on top really quick. They started off rolling very fast. In the last 10 minutes, they haven't been able to score, which is much credit to the defense of the Silverbacks. However, being down 21 points is already very tough to climb out of. We'll see if the Silverbacks can pull it off, but they can start by scoring here. And there is a run by Trey Johnson. Trey Johnson's nickname is the Train. Choo Choo Johnson is his nickname. And whenever you need 2-3 yards, you can call on Trey. If you need 8, 9, 10 yards, Trey's going to give you 2 to 3 yards. So Trey's that 2 to 3 yard type of fullback that everyone needs. And there's another handoff to Trey Johnson, who does not get you the 2-3 yards that we're expecting. And now this is third down. So we're at 3rd and 11. Remember, the defense has put the offense now in great field position 2 times now. This is going to be the second time, or this is the second time. And they're not moving the ball on offense, so we don't know what the issue is here. And that's going to be a false start, which is just making matters worse right now for the Alamo Silverbacks offense. Here we go. It's going to be a repeat of third down. The clock is rolling. There is 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. There's the snap. And he goes nowhere. That's going to be a quarterback sack. And this is going to be a 4th down. So we give credit to the defensive line of the Alamo Silverbacks, but here we definitely want to give credit to the FAR Phantoms defensive line. Also playing at an extremely high level here and just messing completely with the offense of the FAR Phantoms. Messing with the offense of the Silverbacks. I correct myself there. And there's the snap. And that's going to go nowhere. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the FAR Phantoms. Great burp sound effect there. And there goes the man in motion. The Silverbacks looking to throw the ball deep. And that is a catch by Elijah Reyna. That's Elijah's third touchdown. That's going to be a 28-0 score. It's 28-0 Far Phantoms. This game has playoff implications. So it's very possible that if the Silverbacks lose this game, they pretty much will be eliminated from playoffs. Now, I say pretty much because they do have a slight chance still of pulling it off and making the playoffs, but they're going to need a lot of help from the other teams in the league, and we'll just see if they get the help that they need. But of course, you'd rather put it in the hands of your own destiny, right? And if they could come out and pull out a win here, this would put them in a much, much better situation. In fact, the probability of them making the playoffs would be very, very high if they managed to win here today. They could still not make the playoffs even if they win today, but again, a lot of things would have to happen throughout the league for that to happen. So this is a huge game for the Alamo Silverbacks, but they are down 28-0. And here comes, well, there was no kickoff there. Looked like the wind moved the ball from the tee. And there's your kickoff. That's going to be a touchback. It's going to be Alamo Silverback ball on the 10-yard line. And here comes Coach Fidel Garcia with his team here. And they're going to do their best to score here within the next minute and 35 seconds, which is what is remaining in the second quarter here at Texas Valley Sports Power 8 Football. And there goes Trey Johnson with the ball once again. They are dialing up the Trey Johnson playbook. And it looks like they might just want to run down this quarter. It's a minute and 15 seconds left here. And the clock is running. So they're not in any hurry right now. So it is looking more and more like they're wanting to take this to the half. Of course, the Phantoms could probably make this difficult on them if they start using up their timeouts. And here comes the Alamo Silverbacks on second down. And they do run it once again with Trey Johnson. Looks like a penalty flag is called. And that's going to go in favor of the Alamo Silverbacks. So now this puts them in a very favorable position offensive-wise. The clock is rolling here with less than 35 seconds left. Now it's probably going to be in their best interest to call a timeout, and that's what they do exactly. So it went from running down the clock to all of a sudden, because of their gains here, they're actually going to attempt to try to score with 33 seconds left in the second quarter. It would definitely be a much needed score for the Alamo Silverbacks here. Let's see if they can conjure up some magical plays here to score within the next 33 seconds. And if anyone has that magical offensive touch, it is Fidel Garcia. Probably one of the most creative offensive minds here at Texas Valley Sports. So the defense looks like they're going to be aggressive, and they are. There's a throw. Incomplete pass. 26 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be second down now for the Alamo Silverbacks. And they went for the gold right away. That was a deep throw. I'm curious to see what the Silverbacks are going to come out with here. They have 26 seconds, so potentially they can run, I'd say, about 3 plays. If they're quick about it. And there is the snap, play action pass. He goes nowhere. He throws it out. And that incomplete pass leaves it at 18 seconds on the clock. There is a discussion, though, happening right now amongst the referees. Not sure if they called a player, or they're about to, or if they're just discussing something. And it looks like there was a penalty thrown. There's a flag that he's picking up. And that is a flag on the Alamo Silverbacks. It is third down now, and very long. And there's the pass down the middle. He catches the ball. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. Fourth down, we have 10 seconds remaining on the clock. This will be the final play of the half, it looks like, potentially. There's the snap, and there is the throw. It's going to be picked off. Picked off by the Far Phantoms. It looked to be Orlando Woolens. Lando. That's going to give the ball to the Far Phantoms with 4 seconds remaining in the half. That is a monster offensive line right there. We have Mando Rubio declaring there at tight end. Here we go. Coach Villalpando giving instructions there to Alex Science. There is the man in motion. And it looks like they're going to go deep here. This is the final play of the half. And that's it. We go to halftime now with Far Phantoms leading the game 28-0. And with that, we will go to commercial break, and we will be right back.
yeah, whoa. Look, they can never keep me down, I'm going. And if I ever fail, just know I'll go again. I never quit, cause I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up. I bet when I land, they gon' tell me it's luck again. See that I'm winning, it's harder to watch. I'm setting the stage, you should give me my props. You ain't got no soul, you lacking the spirit. You talk out your neck, I'ma show you I'm with it. I would really hate for you to sit and watch me win again and win again and win again. I know it's probably getting on me and win a synonym. So if I ever win again, it's no I did the minimum. I didn't have to sell my soul. Please don't play no games with me. It was never about the fame to me. They needed the best, so they came to me. Who the best in this thing? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Tell them who bring the vibe, say, yeah, that's me. Who make it flip, make it bang, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who make the party feel alive, tell them, yeah, that's me. My girl so proud of your boy when they ask, is that your man? Yeah, that's me. And if I'm taking a shot, I don't miss. Who knew I would be at the top like this? And no one made my goals for me. But I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Cause it's the path that God chose for me. So even if some doors close for me, I still won't let y'all close to me. So please step back where you're supposed to be. Put the game all on hold for me. And sit back, watch me roast the beat. It's in my genes, I'm better than them. And I know my flow too sick, I got the medicine. I'm way at the top, who could take my place? I went too hard, can't feel my face. Who the best in this thing? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Tell them who bring the vibe, say, yeah, that's me. Who make it flip, make it bang, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who make the party feel alive, tell them, yeah, that's me. Whoa. Yeah, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who that chillin' at the top, tell them, yeah, that's me. Yeah, yeah, tell them, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm chillin' at the top, ooh, yeah, that's me.
And we are back at Texas Valley Sports Powerade Football. Right now, your score is 28-0. 28-0 here at halftime at Edinburgh Vela Stadium in Edinburgh, Texas. What a great and beautiful day today for some football. The palm trees are out, windy. It's a great day for some football action here in Edinburgh, Texas, where we have the Far Phantoms facing off against the Alamo Silverbacks. Silverbacks right now with 0 points, Phantoms with 28. This game has playoff implications, and the last game they played went to the wire. It went into overtime, and the Phantoms pulled off the victory there with 7 points. But this game is looking like something completely different. It is so far a blowout at the moment by the Far Phantoms. We'll see if the Alamo Silverbacks have regrouped, and we'll see if they can come out here with an answer to the Far Phantoms defense, because it seems to be that the offense has not been moving here. And to make matters worse, the Alamo Silverbacks received the ball in the first half of the game, and now they will be giving up possession immediately here by kicking off to the Far Phantoms. So here we have both teams getting ready here for kickoff. The Alamo Silverbacks in green and white. And we are getting the clock ready. And here comes the kickoff. Got 15 minutes on the clock. And That will be a touchback. So the Far Phantoms will come out with a 28-0 lead here in the third quarter. So let's see which game the Far Phantoms decide to play right now with a 28-0 lead. Do they continue to try to run up the score? Do they try to run out the clock? Let's see what the Far Phantoms feel that they're going to do here. All right, so here we go. It's the first quarter. It's the third quarter. And the Far Phantoms now with the first play of the second half. There's a snap, and it's going to be a run to Mike Allen. Mike just cutting through everybody like a hot knife through butter. A little fumble towards the end there, but he was already out of bounds. That's going to be a first down, Far Phantoms. Now, the Far Phantoms, they have clinched, obviously, the playoffs with or without a win here. But obviously, after this win here, they will clinch the first place seed. So, again, big game for both teams. The Phantoms came out here looking like they cared. And the Silverbacks, well, the score reflects that 28-0. We will see if the Silverbacks have an answer, though. I feel that this team is just way too good to not put up any points, and we will see what happens here in the second half. So the Far Phantoms looking like they're trying to run out as much of the clock now as possible. It's appearing that way, but it is early in the second half. So it looks like the Silverbacks call a timeout. Apparently Trey Johnson saw something there that he did not like. Trey Johnson looking to be talking to his whole team right now. All right, so here we go. So it is second down now for the Far Phantoms. There goes the man in motion. And that's going to be a screen pass. Get some good positive yardage there. It's going to be third down now for the Phantoms. Never mind, that's a first down. They get to move the chains here. That's what the referee called, that he made it beyond the first down marker. So it's going to be a first down now for the Far Phantoms First down and about 12 to go for that touchdown. There goes Alex Science scrambling a bit. He's going to make the throw. And that's going to be a touchdown, but we couldn't see it because of this big old pole that's right here in front of us here. But that is a touchdown catch. And it looks to be like it's an Elijah Reyna touchdown catch here. That's going to be his 4th touchdown catch of the day here. So the Phantoms now with 35 points. All right, so the Phantoms now, and it's going to look like the touchback is the call. So let's see what the Silverbacks come out with. You know, they had a whole halftime there to regroup and figure out what they're going to do on offense because nothing was working here in the first half. So let's see if they can make a change. And already something has changed. We have George Mata on the field. He actually wasn't here the whole first half, but now we see him in here. And this now is something different here. We're going to see if George Mata can surmount enough points here for the Silverbacks. And there's a completion right off the bat to Cheetah Man. Oh my gosh, he does definitely make a difference here in the game. So right off the bat, George Mata making a huge difference. And the Silverbacks now have put 7 points on the board just like that in the very first play that George Mata is in the game. So amazing performance by George Mata right there, escaping the tackle and instantly getting it completed to Tim Price. That's a quick 7 points. What a difference one player makes here. So the Alamo Silverbacks now in a position to kick the ball to the Far Phantoms after scoring. We haven't heard that all game until now, but better now than never. And the Silverbacks score within 10 seconds of having the ball. Here comes the kickoff. Very good kickoff. And the call is going to be a touchback. So the Far Phantoms now are going to come out. And all the Far Phantoms have to do now is just continue to score. If they can continue to score while also running down the clock, it's even more in their favor. Let's see if they can close out this game ASAP. And there is the handoff. Doesn't get very far. That defensive line of the Silverbacks now deciding to kick in. Now, here's the big question. Is the defense of the Silverbacks going to be able to contain this immensely powerful Far Phantoms offense? Does George Mata give this whole team enough boost to pick up their game right now and start putting points on the board and making this a close game? We'll see if that can happen, because he just scored within 10 seconds. So we're yet to see what's going to happen. The Far Phantoms can kill that momentum right now if they can manage to score. There's a flag. So Alex Lyons runs out of bounds. But there is a flag on the play, so let's see what that call is. That's going to be against the Far Phantoms. So it's going to remain second down. It's going to be a second down and long. And we'll see where this puts them. This puts them right about at the 6-yard line. More like the 5.5-yard line. There's your man in motion. Alex Lyons steps back to throw and overthrows just a little bit. That was a throw to Elijah Reyna. That's going to make it a third down for the Far Phantoms. It's third down and long. It's about 3rd and 15. So now the question is, do the Phantoms want to try to go for the first down? Do they want to get about 7 to 10 yards on this play to make it easier for them in 4th down? Or are they going to go for a touchdown? That's the question here. The Phantoms are so unpredictable. You don't know what they're going to do. Let's see what happens here. So there goes the man in motion. And there's the throw. It looks complete. No, he says it's out of bounds. So that's going to make it a 4th down now for the Far Phantoms. 4th down. All right, so there was a stoppage of the clock there. The referees discussing something. All right, so now they're calling for the play clock to run. We have 9 minutes and 33 seconds in the 3rd quarter, and there is a timeout called. Looks like a timeout Far Phantoms. Timeout Far Phantoms is about 4th and 15. Now, do they punt it or do they go for it? And I think the Phantoms are in a position right now where they feel very confident about their offense. They're probably going to go for it. Now, being up 28 points right now puts them in this position to have no issues going for it here. If they lose possession, yes, the Silverbacks may score, but they still have a huge cushion right now of 28 points. So the odds here that they've calculated is that they're going to go for it. They're not going to punt the ball. We'll see what play they conjure up here. And there's going to be a bad snap. And that's going to be an instant score. Instant score for the Silverbacks. Wow. Totally unexpected there. You hardly ever see bad snaps here by the Far Phantoms. And that's what we just saw. A bad snap turned into a horrible nightmare there. It's just a quick and easy point. It's quick and easy 7 points there by the Silverbacks. That was Michael Giles on the fumble recovery and score. So the Silverbacks, again, being set to punt the ball. So just to recap here of the third quarter, George Mata's presence is felt immediately once he comes onto the field by, leading them down the field to a score within 10 seconds. And then the Silverbacks defense comes up huge here and puts another score on the board. So, is it possible for them to come back? It's possible. Is it unlikely for them to come back, now 21 points? It's still unlikely, but it can happen. And there's the kickoff. Very good kickoff, and that's going to be a touchback. So that last play, it was a bad snap, could have just been a situation of just overthinking a situation. I mean, they took a timeout. There's a lot of thinking involved in that play, all to just end up in a bad snap and a quick score for the Silverbacks. So the Phantoms should just go out there and just do what they do and continue to move the ball. That would be my advice for the Phantoms. For the Silverbacks, just keep doing what you're doing right now. Nothing worked in the first half. Everything seems to be working right now in the third quarter, so just keep doing what you're doing right now. And that would be my advice to the Silverbacks. So here come the Far Phantoms on first down. There's the men in motion. And that is a handoff or a pitch to Michael Allen. Michael's going to get a few yards. That's going to be a second down. So we got 2nd and 5. So good 5 yards for Mike Allen there. And here we go on second down. There's the men in motion. There's another pitch to Michael Allen, who gets the first down and more, runs out of bounds, and that's going to be first down for Phantoms. And that gets the chains moving. It gets the clock rolling. And that's exactly what the Far Phantoms are wanting. Now, obviously, the Far Phantoms would love nothing more than to rack up this score against their rival here, the Silverbacks, who, believe it or not, have not been able to win a championship here at Texas Valley Sports. And they would love nothing more than to knock them completely out of the playoffs and beat them by a big margin. But sometimes it's just a matter of winning the game, and I think the Far Phantoms here just need to do what whatever they got to do to run down the clock and finish closing the door here on the Alamo Silverbacks. But the Alamo Silverbacks have different intentions here. It looks like they're going to fight back. And we'll see if they can manage to make this a close game. There's a screen pass. Looks like the Phantoms are going to pitches and dink and dunks here, running down the clock and just moving the ball. And there's a run. That's going to be a third down for the Far Phantoms. But it's going to be 3rd and 1. And this right here is exactly what the Far Phantoms want. They're dink and dunking it, handing it off, doing pitchbacks. They're really just moving the ball slowly, but they are running down the clock and getting first downs. And at this point, that's all that they can ask for right now. There's the man in motion. Looked like someone may have jumped, but not sure. They tried to strip the ball there. Were not successful. That's going to be a first down. First down, Far Phantoms. The chains are moving. But wait. Yeah, the chains are moving, it looks like. So it is going to be a first down. Far Phantoms. And the clock continues to roll. There's about 5 minutes and 54 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's the snap. Handoff to Michael Allen, who busts through, and that's going to be a touchdown call. Touchdown, Far Phantoms. That's going to make the score 42-14.